Perfect. 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 And away we go. Okay, get rid of that. Morning, Brandon. How are you today? I'm okay. Okay, I've just been looking at my just looking at my statistics this morning in terms of trading. So we've got the CPI numbers out in 30 minutes, so that could be interesting to watch. Might bring a bit of a little bit of volatility into the market. We shall see. At the moment, we've not got a lot. I'm just watching Meggle, so which is Magic Empire Global. And the reason I'm watching this is that it's a recent IPO from last Friday, and it moved up heavy on the first day, and then it sold off the last 2 days. So I'm looking at, it was up at like 250, so it's now 1360. So I'm looking for potential bounce here. It's quite volatile, but we shall see. That's Q2 earnings next, 2 weeks' time. Yeah, had very low volume. Very low volume on its first day when it just shot up to 250. I think it opened at $50 and then went up to 250 on very low volume, and then low volume again on the on Monday, and then yesterday the volume came in, so it sold off. But I'm just seeing if maybe it'll bounce. Palantir, yeah, the bounce for Palantir. Let's have a look at Palantir on the. It was the day before they had a big sell-off, wasn't it? After the dodgy earnings, around the 60 minutes. So it was Monday morning. What, we Wednesday today? Yeah, Monday morning that it sold off hard pre-market. Kind of went sideways and then sold off pre-market, and then yesterday kind of had a bit of a rally. So yeah, Palantir could be interesting. Watching it on the 60-minute, there's a couple of gaps there it needs to fill. Back up to 11. Don't think we'll get there, but not today at least. There's not enough volume. So Palantir could be something if you're into swing trading. Could be something worth looking at from a swing trade point of view. I would set my personally, not financial advice, just giving you my opinion. I would set my stop loss at the low here, which is $9, and then see where it goes. If it breaks $9, it's going to think it's breaking low. So yeah, it might bounce, and if it bounces, I would look for probably 980, maybe even 10. Will I show you what a gap looks like? So if you look at this on the daily, so I'm looking at this on the daily, and zoom in, zoom out. This is a gap. You usually get gaps. If you get volatility halts intraday, you can get a gap, but more often than not, they're seen on the higher daily and above. So this is the gap. So basically, each of these candles is daily, and it's based on the open session. So this candle closed up here. It's got it opened at 11:01 and moved up to a high of 11:62 before pulling back and closing at 11:45. The next day, it gapped down. So this is an opening gap. It gapped down and it opened at 977. It had closed at 11.45, so it's almost a $2 gap down. Now you can get gaps up as per this one. So this one on the upwards, on the upside, this candle closed up, and it closed at 10.11, but then it opened again the next day at 10.37. So that's a 25 cent gap up. So that's what it is. It's just a gap in the price action. And you see this intraday when there's been a volatility halt. Otherwise, you very rarely see it unless it's a low liquidity stock. If you got any kind of decent liquidity, you don't usually see these gaps intraday. Only on the daily and above. Yes, Chip, the platform allows me to short. I can short it, and the cost is variable. So I get charged. It depends on the cost to borrow. If I have to, if it's stock that's easy to borrow, then I don't get charged. As long as I'm not holding overnight, I don't get charged locate fees. If it's easy to borrow and the broker's got stocks to lend, then there's no locate fees. But there are borrow fees based on going short. If it's hard to borrow, I'll have locate fees and borrow fees. Now, depending on what stock it is, the borrow fees can be different. They vary from stock to stock. So let's have a look. SSNT. Yeah, this is shortable. I have to look at what the fees are though. Silver Sun, why are you thinking of shorting this? It's looking quite strong. What's the catalyst? Is there a catalyst? Long term, fine. Bowman, you can't go wrong with an S&P 500 ETF. You can't go wrong. Not long term, that is. Yes, SSNT, I'm not seeing any particular catalyst for this move up anyway today. Just sector strength, it looks like. A bunch of technology stocks moving up. Ouch. Service. Not very well. Good morning to you. Good morning, Donuts. And Latu. Service. What do you mean? Yeah. So Bowman. If this is more of a day trading channel, so you won't catch me. So if you look at the SPY, which is the Spider S&P 500. Okay, so it's similar kind of ETF as to the Vanguard. It's based on the valuation of the S&P 500s, and this will have a similar kind of valuation, similar kind of performance as your Vanguard ETF. But the SPY is up right now, and this is a good indication of market movement. So this is up on the day right now. We'll put this on the 15-minute. You can see I've got the previous closing price here, just under. The previous closing price was 411.35. So we're 412.9. We're 40 beeps up, 40%, 0.4% up. So that's looking relatively bullish pre-market. I wouldn't read too much into that just yet. I think the people are trying to price in a bit of a dip because we've got the CPI numbers coming out in 20 minutes, and when they drop, I'm expecting inflation numbers not to have changed very much. CPI numbers not to have changed very much from last month. So, and that will be a bit of a poke in the eye to the Fed, and it will prompt them to raise interest rates again next month. So Just my opinion. I could be completely wrong. The numbers, they might have, we might be in a downwards now. We might only have like a 3% CPI. Can't see it, but there is that slim possibility. There's a possibility of me seeing Bigfoot in the woods, but you know, equally as unlikely. Always trade around the CPI and FOMC. You kind of got to be careful because these are. You don't trade the CPI, and what you look for is market reaction to it, and then you look for the volatility that brings on. Those are two areas that always bring a little bit of additional volatility into the market. Sometimes, like the last FOMC meeting, the price hike had already been priced into the market. It was well known what they were going to do before they did it. So we had a little bit of a dip, but then we had a bit of a rally straight afterwards. So it didn't really make much difference on the overall course of the price action on the day. Now, CPI numbers, that everybody's saying right now that globally, inflation is one of the biggest threats to the global economy, and we need to tackle that. So if CPI numbers come out and we see no difference from the last CPI numbers, that would be an indication that, yeah, we're trying to tackle it, but what the actions we've taken don't mean a damn thing, and the markets can react to that. So, yeah, there's all kinds of macroeconomic catalysts that you've got to be aware of, because they will impact the wider market, and if they impact the wider market, they will impact the stocks moving in that market. Now, that being said, if it just decides to sell off and it goes on a very bearish sell-off, that doesn't mean that we can't trade to it. Can still find stocks that are moving. It's even more likely that we will find stocks moving to the upside with good momentum. So, talking of which, I can't believe Redbox is down under $3 now. When is this acquisition going through? Let me have a look. Chicken Soup for the Soul was supposed to buy this around this price for what, back in May or June or whatever, and then the squeeze went and happened. Redbox receives a sell from B. Riley Financial. That's why that's still selling off. Let's just do a Google search for Redbox and Chicken Soup. Redbox acquisition. Ah, right, okay. This is back in May. So Redbox acquisition by Chicken Soup. The total debt is too large. That's what the analysts are saying. That's from a couple of months ago. Not seeing anything. Let's have a look at the news section. So Redbox stockholders have approved merger with Chicken Soup for the Soul. That was 14 hours ago. But the stock remains crazily overvalued, is what they're saying. So yeah, that merger went, that proves, it went to stockholder vote and it's been approved as of yesterday. So that's probably why we got a little bit of a... Oh well. That's the market for you. Ericlean. So Ericlean had a little bit of a pop last night and took some money off me. So we missed it. It was a good move as well. How I lost money on Ericlean yesterday, I don't know. It's been good to us for the last few months, and it moved up from $4 to 750. So $3.50 move over the course of 3 hours, and I lost money on it. And it'd be like that sometimes. Sometimes you just have a bad day, and yesterday was one of them. Well, while we're waiting for the CPI numbers to come out, I'll get myself a drink. We go. Good morning, Kareem. Yeah, I was looking at Redbox selling off. Back over the VWAP now, but apparently yesterday they approved the merger with Chicken Soup, so stockholders. Yes, trades. I do swing trade, but I do when I'm swing trading. I usually swing trade on my interactive account, my interactive brokers account. This is my capital markets account. So I day trade with capital markets, and I invest and swing trade with interactive. I also use the options chain with interactive as well, but it's just swing trading is kind of the intermediary of in terms of risk, is halfway between day trading and actually passive investing. But you're in at 260 on Redbox. Well, good luck to you, buddy. It's on its way back down again. You bought the bounce. You bought the dip. And at 273 right now. I'm getting rejected at on the VWAP on the 1 minute. We're looking at that. I'm getting rejected at the VWAP. Needs to hold the VWAP here. Look, James, don't try and anticipate what the market's going to do, because invariably it will do the opposite. The market can be irrational and illogical, and it can do that for longer than you can stay solvent. So we had a big squeeze with Redbox when the whole Chicken Soup acquisition came into play in the first place. And now it's back down at the levels that it was at when the Chicken Soup acquisition first hit the headlines. That merger can actually go through. So Redbox will probably disappear from the exchange in its entirety very soon. Okay. Somebody calling me. Hey Sam, how you doing? It's not. Oh, let's see what else is moving. Look at Aeroclean again. No. There's nothing moving yet. Nothing at all moving yet. Michael, I was kind of watching this because if you look at this on the 60-minute, you can see this moved up very low volume last week. Let's zoom out so you can actually see this. Moved up very low volume on its IPO on Friday. It went up all the way to kind of almost 250. It went back up there in the out-of-hours session on Monday morning, but then selling off the next 2 days. So this is an IPO from last week. We've seen IPOs be quite volatile. So this is down, whilst the height it was up at 250, this is down at $13 now. So I'm kind of anticipating a potential bounce. The way this is now consolidating sideways, very low volume. We'll see what happens. Volume is higher now than it was earlier on Friday when it launched. So let's see what happens after the CPI numbers come out. So Eurotech, did have a look at this earlier. It's 219. It's about 48% up on the day. It's one of these lower price stocks. It's up at 220s right now. Needs to hold above the VWAP. So we've got the VWAP, which is 209, but needs to hold above the VWAP. Tested as support, then move up again. Not seeing any particular catalyst for Eurotech. Again, it's one of those stocks that's moving up with general sector volatility, I think. Not a lot moving at all at the moment. Very, very low volume pre-market. We're all waiting for these numbers to drop in 5 minutes. I wouldn't enter any trades. Even if you see a good setup, I wouldn't enter any trades for the next 5 minutes, guys. Just my personal opinion, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Well, I'll do what I can, Sam. Always do. Let's see what the CPI numbers do. Let's put the SPY up. Oh, this is the S&P500. It's an ETF. It's a spider ETF that represents the S&P500. So this will show you the market reaction to the CPI numbers when they drop in a little over 5 minutes. But yesterday was a tough day to trade. Monday was okay, but it was still very choppy. We got in and got a couple of gap and goes, so we managed to make 10k in the first 15 minutes of the open. Yesterday we gave all that back, so you know, swings and roundabouts, easy come, easy go. I suppose is the saying, isn't it? Swings and roundabouts. So we're in a really good position right now. And I've got to kind of zoom out and look at that. I'm 20k, well, 21k off my monthly goal, and we're not halfway through the, you know, the second week of the month yet. So we've still got plenty of time to make that monthly goal yet. I keep forgetting that because we've had such a good momentum over the last 3, 4, 5 weeks. We've had such good momentum. I keep forgetting that 2-3k day is a really good day. I'm swinging for these 5, 10, 15k days like it's something normal, and it's not. I have an ambitious goal to make 5k a day, and I'm getting disappointed when I don't do it. So I need to kind of have a reset. So doing this small account challenge is going to be good for me. It's going to help me reset and you know, temper my expectations a little bit. Force me to start trading small again. Going back to basics on terms of the strategy. Still waiting for the green line from capital markets on that. Well, we'll see. We'll see, James. I might. Oh wow, that was a big spike. Here we go. Let's see what's coming out now. Just watching the rolling news ticker at the same time. Hey, Tester. Not seen you for a while. Good to have you back. Let's just watch the spike. I'm gonna put this up here as well. Spider ETF, that'll do, and put the news. Put that up there for people on YouTube to watch. Get this a bit smaller. Pull this across so that you can actually see what's going on. You don't need to see the 5 minute for now. My goodness, that's what's just happened. Elon Musk has just sold 6.8 billion of his Tesla shares. You can be quiet as well. We've not got 3,000, so you can shut up until we have. Nobody wants to hear the opinion. So look at this. The spider is motoring up. What's going on? Let's see this. Let's see this drop. Getting some big reaction on the SPY. But I'm not seeing the news yet. What are these CPI numbers yet? There we go. Core CPI out. July. Oh, 30 beeps versus 50 beeps. That's good. Ah, there we go. Good numbers. That's interesting. I think everything's shooting up right now. AMC's just shot up there on that one, so I reckon we'll get some volatility on the back of that. So let's watch AMC. Look at this. AMC just shot up from 22 to 22.05 to 22.75, a whole 70-cent move. Yeah, I'm a bit disappointed, right? Month over month, so it's okay. Year over year, 8.5 versus 8.5 versus 8.7. It was 9.1 previously. So it's decent. We're seeing some slight reduction. It's not a huge reduction. We're seeing some slight reduction, which is good news for the markets. So we're going to get some good momentum out of that, I would reckon. Hopefully. Oh, it has changed year over year. It's 8.5 versus the estimate of 8.7, and prior it was 9.1. So in the last CPI report was 9.1. So we've come down quite a bit. I want to see a little bit of Sega just popped up. Not hitting the scanners yet. Had good news yesterday. No news, no more news today, I don't think. And NVC. So nanovirusides. This is based in Dpox has a number of shortcomings. It's injectable. Form requires each dosing to be infused over 6 hours. Okay. Nanovirus NMVC reports may have a solution that would offer more targeted treatment for the monkeypox virus that the virus may not escape from by mutations. Okay, so NMVC might be watch for. I'll move on that. SIGA and NMVC. I've looked for no movement there. That's the spike moved up based on that news. But let's have a look at SIGA. Same news. Yeah, so let's see how that impacts the wider market, shall we? Yeah, we're starting to get some movement now. Got a few ETFs that are moving into places. That's not looking very strong at all. GeoVax, no volume at the minute. There's no trade there. It's been selling off all week. So started selling off on Friday, and then it's been selling off since all week. But AMC's looking for. Oh, missed this pullback here. That could have been interesting. AMC's up 3% now. Well, Labu's not great volume yet. It's moved up. So that's and it's an ETF. I don't trade ETFs. It's a derivative. So that's Biotech Bull 3X ETF, LABU. So you won't catch me trading that. But the fact that that's moving up suggests that we'll get some. We've got semiconductor ETF. A lot of ETFs are just microsector, so we'll probably get some movement in the technology and bioscience sector by the looks of that. Got an 8 cent spread on AMC. That's a horrible spread for AMC. Doesn't usually go that wide. Usually much more liquid stock than that. I'll take a look at Tesla in a minute, Alex. No, this is a bit rangy. The spreads are not great. CPI's out. Yeah, it's decent numbers, favourable numbers. Better than expected. You know what? I'm not feeling this right now. I'm just going to get out for a scratch. How much am I sitting at? Oh, you mean on the CPI numbers? So CPI results year over year. So currently the interest rate's 8.5. They were expecting it to be 8.7. So it's actually better than anticipated. And if you look at the last CPI report was 9.1. So it's actually they're making progress with that. Month over month, it's 0.3% versus the estimate of 0.5%. And last month it was 0.7. So both on the monthly and the annual numbers, the CPI is reported decent. It's a decent report, actually. Jemai, I was looking at that earlier, but I couldn't. Just not enough volume. I mean, I put it on the list in terms of stocks to watch, but it's not got enough volatility. I mean, the range is reasonable, but there's just not enough volatility on it at the moment. Where's Megal going? Nowhere. SSNC, nah, we're just not feeling that either. Trade desk, not enough volume. Bark, too low in price. So really, I'm looking at pharma runners at the moment. There's not a lot on the momentum scan. Nothing hitting the momentum scanners that's really of interest. Not right now, at least. I'm just gonna. It's a lovely move up on the S&P. Just holding up there now, kind of 418s. No, 418 and a half. So decent numbers. Well, let's have a look at QNRX. I've actually got that on the list. So they sold off when they announced this secondary offering, and they sold off hard. If you look at this on the 60-minute, you can see they announced this secondary offering, sold off hard. So that was on Friday morning, and then it's just been trading sideways. Now, if it's bullish, we'll see a nice bounce here because it's been trading sideways in light of that secondary offering. The secondary offering is now complete, so the dilution is complete on the company. So all the shares have now been bought, so you're actually trading shares again instead of just buying them. And we may see a bounce up. If it gets back above $5, it could be one to watch. Right now, needs momentum. Needs volume. It's got 154,000 shares traded all day. So QNRX, now they've completed the secondary offering, it needs volume to come in and say, yes, we're actually bullish on it. I'm not kind of sure that it will. And Bath and Beyond moving again. So that 1060 would have been a good entry. AMC breaking highs as well. Maybe it was a little bit premature to get out of AMC. We've got a nice little pullback here. What we're looking for. The spreads are a lot narrower than they are on AMC as well. Lock in half of that. Got a 10-cent move. We just took half off. We've got $500 in the bank. Now we can ride this up with 5,000 shares. Gets up to the $0.25 I'll add back. Needs to hold the whole dollar. Looking for a move up. 11.10. Locked in a bit more profit and increased my sizing. We're now 7,500. We're looking for the move up to 11.20 for the break of 11.10. Okay, so we made $25 on that second half of the trade. We want it to move back up and break $11 again. So you're watching this stream as it's slightly delayed. So I was already in Bed Bath and Beyond when you called that out, Michael. Back over 11. 1107 is our average cost. $11.20. Looking for 11.20. I'll just take some off there. Lock in a bit. Reduce the exposure. I went in a little bit bigger than I wanted to. I pressed the button twice instead of just the once. That's actually nice. Iced water with some frozen berries in. Nice. Magic. Ah, right, okay. Sam, I know English is probably not your first language, but it took me a while to work out what you were saying. So, magic spelt with a G, not a J. It looks like it should be pronounced magic, but not trying to be grammar or spelling police. It just helps me understand what's being said. No problem, buddy. I'm assuming that English isn't your first language, but there you go. There you go. Just trying to help. And a flag forming on AMC up at 2350s. A pullback here. Well, at the moment, I'm just looking for base hits. I'm not going mad. Just trying to get some base hits on the table. Going to be very tight with the risk. Like what I've been doing the last couple of days, I've been holding things way too long when they turn red. And if I've got a cushion, I think a good rule of thumb is when I've got a cushion on the ticker, I should just cut the position when as soon as it breaks a new low, as soon as it turns red. Once I've got profit on it, if it turns red, and cut the position at break even. I always get back in again afterwards. AMTD, if AMTD is looking good, Alpuno will be absolutely ecstatic when he comes on the stream. But no, it's not looking good. It's looking better. I wouldn't say it's looking good. It's looking better. I think Alpuno's holding bags up at like $7 or $8 or something. So maybe $9 or something, as a lot of people are with this one. But yeah, it's not great. But a five minutes of reasonable volume. Apart from that, no. So let's see what happens with it. That was a heavy sell-off yesterday. I can hear the snoring. Just can't see it. She's corner of the balcony, so she's kind of obscured from view. Oh, look, the S&P 500 is just sideways now. Had that spike up on the good CPI numbers and just sideways. It's holding around that 418.50s. It's not a bad sign. Let's look at the Nasdaq's looking even better. So Nasdaq's 240 beeps up, 2.4%. Russell Index comes next, so that's not bad either. 1.9% up. I'll take a look at SoFi whilst we're waiting. We've got a little over 40 minutes to the bell. SoFi up at 774. It's not that volatile. It's having a good day. It's currently up 5%, having a reasonably good day. It's not that volatile though, so I will pass. But if you're going to be trading SoFi, good luck to you. Hope it works out for you. AMC. Just drawing a trend line now. Let's see what happens. We've got a descending trend line there. So let's see what happens with that. Yeah, AMTD popped. See, this is the problem with this one. It's not reliable. It popped up, did about a 50-cent move, well, 20-cent moves. It's even the range isn't that big either. So it's like 20 cents, 25 cents, and it's already retraced most of its gains back below the VWAP. So you can't predict these moves before they happen. That's the unfortunate piece. Nobody can, and if they tell you they can, they can't. So you're never going to get the full move, not unless it's actually on your screen from you've been trading it previously and oh, it's starting to move, I'll jump in. Chicken soup for the soul. Well, that's up now. So very low volume, but chicken soup for the soul could be interesting. This is on the back of the red box merger. So this has just popped up this last couple of minutes. Say very low volume, but interesting. It's a big move, big volatile move there. Let's see what news dropped from yesterday. Here we go. So Redbox stock slides as stockholders approve merger with Chicken Soup for the Soul. That's it. So Chicken Soup's rallying, Redbox is selling off. This could be interesting. If it gets back above 16, it could be interesting because it might go on. It might rally today. Now that we're getting some volume coming in, other people have seen this. That started seeing this now. We're getting more volume coming in. There's other traders are going to start watching it, so we start getting some volume. No, I'm not trading the small account yet. I'm trying to get to my monthly goal, and then I can trade the small account without any distractions, James. Absolutely, Alistair. It's looking like it's a good day. I'm going to put Chicken Soup for the Soul on the watch list just because of that news. I'm going to replace Redbox because they're directly linked. Alright, now we've got to move back up again. Kind of like the look of this. You need more volume. If we get some good volume on this, it could move. If all the red box people come across and buy chicken soup, then it could move. No, that's fine. Yeah, the CPI data, Alistair. That's why they've just told that they've just gone. I mean, let's have a look at some of these big name stocks. So what we would class as S&P 500 stocks. So Microsoft. That's an it should have been an M, not a. See, Microsoft rallied on this CPI news data. Amazon. Again, CPI news data. So it's in line with the SPY. If we go back to the SPY here, so this is the SPY. All of these stocks were absolutely rallying on the good CPI news data. Even our friends over at Tesla, even though he's just sold a huge amount of stock himself, back up over 880s. So Micron Technology didn't rally as much, but still rallied. I think this sector here, the semiconductor sector, is not great because of the supply chain issues. Let's have a look at AMD. Let's have a look at some of them. Well, AMD ran up well. What about Nvidia? Yeah, Nvidia too. So good bullish day across the markets, it looks like. So let's see what happens. Yeah, I didn't. Why did I not do that? I didn't check the spreads before I bought in. Like an idiot. 30-cent spreads. Now I've got to wait. That's the risk-reward ratio on this trade gone well out of the window. So I've got to get back over $16 just to get out of this before and wait for the spreads to narrow. It should do that. I'm gonna set a limit order. We don't really talk about options too much on this channel, Alistair, but good luck to you, buddy. This is more stocks and equities rather than options and options and swing trading. We're day trading stocks and equities. I'm annoyed at myself for that. Just got excited with the action, and I'm a little bit annoyed at. I'm not a little bit annoyed at myself. I'm very annoyed with myself at that. Kind of rookie mistake. I don't even put a stop in place. Go figure. No, good man. Make sure you take profits. I mean, don't mind. Don't by all means keep some in and ride the momentum. But remember to take profits. And it sounds like a stupid statement to make, but some people forget to take profits. You need to be taking profits as you go. Right, that's fine. Thanks a lot, Chicken Soup for the Soul. The spreads have narrowed down to like 2 to 4 cents or whatever, but only because the bid hasn't moved, but the ask has come down. Go figure. Come on, let's move up. Well, we're back up to 20 cents. The bid's not moving. Yeah, it's come on. This is the problem when you trade these low liquidity stocks. Spreads are always an issue. It throws your risk reward strategy right out the door. So we're pretty much at the VWAP now. So 1509 is the VWAP. So we've 1507 on the bid, 1515 on the ask. So we're pretty much on the VWAP here. It breaks. I'm just going to get out. Digging myself a hole through a stupid rookie mistake. I know better. I do know better. Aeroclean, yeah, Aeroclean's back above the VWAP today, so I'm watching it. It's it had its patent granted. Yeah, it's yesterday. Is it patent? Yeah, it had a patent granted yesterday, so Aeroclean potentially could have some momentum today. I will be watching it. I'm just going to get out of this now. Yeah, that's dug myself a massive hole because I was stupid with that one. My own fault. That's okay. We'll close that up. But Aeroclean, yes, it's down on the day at the moment. It's above the VWAP. I'll just zoom out. Chicken Soup for the Soul on them. That bloody stupid spread. Annoyed me. I'm really annoyed with myself. So this is Aeroclean. I'll put this on the 15 minutes so you can see. We had this lovely run up yesterday. It's held most of its gains. It did pull back a little bit, but it's held most of its gains. So I'm kind of watching 675, 680. What's the handle here is 677. So 675, 680 is going to be key levels on Aeroclean. No problem, James. It's my own fault. If I'm in a trade, I should just, if I'm entering a trade. So the whole thing I say about before you enter a trade, have your trade plan in place, plan your trade, and trade your plan. And the problem was I didn't plan that trade. I got in spontaneously more than anything. And I didn't, as a result of that, I didn't check the spreads, and the spreads were like 40 cents. 30 cents, whatever it was, 30, 40 cents. So that wasn't big, it wasn't clever, it wasn't smart. And yeah. I pretty much lost $1 on that entire I like this one as well. I don't know if volatility yet. I want some volatility. I'm just taking boredom trades right now, and it's not working out for me. So I'm just going to stop and wait till we get some volatility. It's probably going to be in 25 minutes. Let me see. What else is moving? Not a lot. Bed Bath and Beyond. If we get over 1080, break 1080, 1085, that could be of interest. AMC was, look, I drew this trend line here. I'll zoom in here so you can see what I'm talking about. We were just here when I drew this trend line, kind of a ray line. So I drew it from the top of this through those multiple points, and it's kind of adhering to it right now. If it gets above 2350, you might get a breakout here on AMC. Well, that's what I'm doing. Yeah. Just gonna top up on the old Okay, so we're getting a bit of a breakout on AMC now. Question, will it follow through? We're getting a bit of additional volume coming through. I'll wait for the volatility to come in. Yeah, we're just waiting for the bell now. That might move after the bell, we'll see. I'm anticipating this might move up after the bell as well. That's Magic Empire Global. Yeah, the problem with these steady rises, you can jump in, and they're great for swing trades and things like that. Actually, no, I'm saying yeah, but GeoVax has not risen anything. It's actually down on the day. Steady rise pre-market, I wouldn't say so. It's kind of, the range is there's no range and no volatility, no volume. So there's nothing there to trade right now. Wait for the volumes to start coming in, and a bit of volatility to it gets green on the day, which is about 286 maybe. But right now, the range pre-market's been horrible. There's been nobody trading it. 600,000 shares traded all day. I'm not convinced. Here's the S&P500. Volatility's just sapped out of the market now. Nice, lovely move up. I would much rather have an incline than this leap up and then choppy sideways, do nothing. I'd rather have a nice incline to reach that that gives us some momentum and volatility. Oh, here he is. AMTD, just for you, buddy. Oh, just as you arrive. Oh, got a nice double bottom off the VWAP there as well. So it's not great volume, but nice double bottom off the VWAP on AMTD as well. So it's up at 260s, 270s. It's got better range than GeoVax does, that's for sure. Well, let's have a look at Apple. You've got an option, you've got a call at 170. Right. You're not in the money just yet. But what's your expiry on that one, user? User, not a user. You've got a strike at 170. What's your expiry? Hey, Penn State. Of course, you can't do anything with it on the 12th. So at the end of this week, well, I would wait to see how the market how the market goes at the open. There's potential that it could rally and get you in the money. Alternatively, what was the price when you bought it? Are you much in profit on that? You might have bought it at like 167.50 or something back in on Monday or whatever. I don't know. Depends on where you're sitting right now. Are you in profit or not? Because if you're out of the money, if you're losing money right now, if you're in the red on those contracts, I would, well, you can't do anything until the open anyway, but I would let the opening 5 minutes play out and then see what happens. CPI data, Lizzie. That's what's the hot topic at the moment. CPI data. So we had this inflation numbers came out at the bottom of the last hour, and good numbers. The market's just shot up. A lot of the S&P numbers went up with it. Okay, then. So if you bought at 167 and you've got a strike at 170, I would wait. See what the markets do. You're not going to lose that much. Worst case scenario. Yeah, Euroclean I'm expecting to rally today, but needs volume, which it doesn't have right now. The way Euroclean moved yesterday, it was a lovely big day on a good catalyst. And we've seen how big Euroclean can move on a good catalyst. It's what? $6 at the moment. The last time it was at $6. 630s, it went all the way up to $14. So that was back in June. Is Bed Bath & Beyond breaking out now? The flag on the 5 minute forming. Kind of a flag up with the VWAP there. If it breaks below the VWAP, it probably breaks that flag. So annoyed at chicken soup though. AMC just consolidating up at 2350s. There's not a lot of movement right now. Corona, no volume. So we'll just wait. Patience. This is the hardest thing for me to do, is have patience. And I know my failings. As a trader, I would be much more profitable if I just had the patience to wait for trades. So I take semi-decent trades, a B plus setup, as opposed to waiting for the A plus setups. And it probably cost me 20%. Yeah, George. Well, if it's low volume, we're not trading it. Simple as. We need volatility and we need volume. Second serving of chicken soup. Well, I'm watching it. If it gets back above $15, I might be interested, because it gets back above the VWAP. It's approaching that now. The spreads are still like 40 cents though, so if the spread's narrow, I'll be interested. A $14 stock with a 40-cent spread is not good. The volumes look too low, and the spreads are too wide. So if the spreads get less than 20 cents, I might be interested. Yeah, see, people who go into other people's streams, you know, to spam about other people's streams are usually the ones that, quite frankly, you're a waste of time. In fact, just get out of my stream. Don't come in here and try and promote other people's streams. Muppet. Well done for what? Losing money today again? 2 days in a row? Well, I've got a good feeling today. Hurricane's going to give me back what it took last night. All right, yeah, I'll look. Sometimes I just mute them and, you know, but I've just not got the patience for it today. How did I finish up yesterday, Jav? I basically gave back all my gains from Monday yesterday. So we're 79,000 profit on the month after a week and a half so far. We'll be down, based on this one, we'll be down at 70,000 right now, based on where we're sitting pre-market today. AMTD's up at 280s. Having a nice little moment, Puno. TTD, I'll have a look at that. So this is the trade desk. Low volume, steady climb. It's above the VWAP. 20% up on the day. Could be interesting. Bit like Kavana was last week. What's the reason for this? RBC Capital maintains outperform. Q2 results. Q2 results. I'm not seeing anything other than Q2 results. So a combination of good Q2 results and analysts, good analyst ratings. Price target of 80. Oh, it's moving up nice. Let's have a look at this. Let's see if we can get into 30-cent spread, but it's the volatility and the range is a lot bigger. Okay. To the trade desk. 22% up on the day right now. Lower volume, which is again me taking a B+ setup as opposed to an A+ setup. You really want higher volume. Trade something like this. If we got 70, it will be a good, good start. 80 would be phenomenal. Can't see it though. 922. Yeah. There's nothing looking fantastic today. AM. Nothing. There's nothing really looking fantastic, but that could change after the bell. We get a bit of momentum in there. Optimistic on a bullish day for the markets, which hopefully will bring a bit of volatility into the markets in a bullish direction. We're over 67, we need to retest the highs. We could do with okay, so I'll just add for the move for the break back up, the break of 67. Brings my average cost down slightly. Now we're looking for break of the $0.50 will be nice. Well, we need the break of the $0.50 because we've got 8-cent spread, which is a lot better than it was. 30 cents it was earlier. Let's see. And good morning to you as well, or afternoon it's as it is here, but it's good morning market time. So we're in between the spreads at the moment. Just. Possibly. Depends on the momentum. I'm really looking for it to test the $0.50. Would be nice. Which chart is on the screen? Well, you can see this is the trade desk, and it's the 1 minute time frame that you're looking at. I've traded this before. I've got support and resistance levels there that I've drawn from previous trades. I don't remember trading it before, but clearly it's clearly I have. So we've got a 5-cent spread, which is better. Of 10, 5 to 10 cents right now. We're in bit caught between the spreads. Which IPO is it today, Alex? I forgot. I'll have a look later which IPOs. I don't like to trade IPOs on the first day. They can be extremely volatile, granted, but there's no previous data to reference. I find it a bit risky. I think the last I've tried a few IPOs in the past. Looking for the break of the $0.50 here. We've got 3 minutes to the bell. Let's take half off there. Just reduce the exposure. It's finding a bit of resistance at the $0.50, and I'll put a. I can't put a 20-cent stop in place for the bell. Oh, it's not. I thought we were closer to the bell. No. Stop. So I can put the stop in place. It just won't execute. That's the problem. Right. Okay. I'll take a look at it, but I very rarely trade IPOs on the first day. I usually wait for a day or two till we've got the market action. Look at 68. Right, first candle to make a new low, we get out, and it just did. So, just wanted to exit that before the bell. So, as the bell rings, if we get a bit of volatility on it, we can get back in. Right, sell. Well, two. There we go. A 50-cent stop on this. It is quite rangy. We got stopped out on it, so we made $1,000 on it. Still moving up. $0.30 stop. Okay, we get stopped out again. Oh yeah, the range is 50-cent stops what we need. Okay. I've got a 50-cent stop in place. It's going to pull all, if it pulls all the way back, yeah, I get stopped out. So this is maybe I need a bit more. I'll look for another entry or another move back up. This is pulling back now. Hard pull back. Let's change the scanners over. I've got a 30-cent trailing stop in place on this. I think 30 cents is more than adequate. I get stopped out. That's 8,000 on this one already. Put the highs. Nice. Well, got stopped out. 9,000. Puts us green on the day before it shot up. So this is looking good. This is looking very volatile. Looking for another entry. Break of the $0.50 hit. I can't believe I've got all these resistance levels all written in. Already written out. Well, at least it takes me green on the day and allows me to get over that chicken soup for the soul rookie error that I made. I'm going to have to manage this manually for a little bit. But got for the break of the $0.50 and now it's holding there. Spreads are about 20 cents on the spread. $71.50. I'm not feeling this at all, being honest. $71.30. Don't ask. Extremely volatile. Pretty much maxed out. This is our max position we can take on this. Huge equity in this position right now. It's a nice flag though, if it breaks. Get it on the 2 minute and the 5 minute. Nice flag to break if it does. Nearly. Oh, we're going to get a breakout then. A flat top up at 72. Just watching this. This is the trade desk. Consolidating up here around the $71 level. Give or take $1 or 50 cents. So the range is about $1 between 70.50 and 71.50 at the moment. So it's shit, you want to do that? I'll hold this 500. If it breaks $72, then I think we might get a bit of a breakout here, but I'm struggling a little bit. There we go. Good call, Sam. Good call. Got 500 shares in at the moment. Just going to put a $0.30 trailing stop in that 500 shares. Gets to 72.50, I'll add another 500 and I'll scale in that way. Oh no, we got stopped out. So it's very volatile. We're 1,300 up on the day. Just finding a bit of trouble up at the $72 level. But that was a nice little breakout. Good call, Sam. If you're looking for an entry, wait for a pullback. Let's look what else is moving. That's a little less scary. The range on this is mad. You've got spreads that are like 30 cents, and then the range is mad. It's moving like 50 cents up, 50 cents down, and yeah, I was in a little bit bigger than I really should have been. 5,000 shares when it's 8,000 shares when it's like $70 a share. Probably a little bit too big. But trailing stop implies 50 cents this time. And we have to get up to 73. No, you don't FOMO. You wait for it. Wait for a nice entry. Don't just chase the action. I got this pullback. My entry here was I wanted this pullback, and as we broke the next high, there we go. So we're getting this, and I'll scale into this. I'll just hold this on a 50 cent trailing stop at the minute. So if I don't get stopped out, which is possible, don't get stopped out, then I will add to the position over 73. I got stopped out anyway. It's just very difficult to gauge in terms of risk management, this one. We're getting a nice pullback here though. Do what we can. Well, we're a little bit light on the likes. My little girl over there's got a rumbly tumbly. We didn't get to 3,000 likes. That's the rule is 3,000 likes. If you're on YouTube, remember to hit the thumbs up button. It really helps with the algorithm. What else is moving? Nothing on high volume, and that's the problem with this one. It's not really high volume either. Relatively speaking. What's the relative volume on here? Yeah, we're just kind of bang average, right? Just a bit over average. So 6.8 million on an average day for Trade Desk. It's now 7.7. So we're a little bit better than an average day in terms of relative volume. Well, that does it. We're green. It's good to have it. It's good to be green again after that stupid mistake I made with chicken soup. Just not. So Intelligent Living's moving up again. It's on low volume. Chicken soup didn't do anything in the end, except take my money. It took my money. Mergel's not doing anything. I'm still watching this. I think this gets over kind of 1450. I think we could go on a roll. Aeroclean, you flatter to deceive today. UNRX, that's just not happening anymore. Get rid of that. AMC. Nope. In fact, that trend line we drew up here been pretty well respected, either as a resistance or subsequently a support, up until the bell, and then it's just sold off. Might get a reversal. We'll keep watching AMC. Anybody else see anything moving that's worth taking a look at least? Just lacks the volume. I mean, it's a nice move up from 380 to 450. It's a nice move up, but it just lacks the volume. Okay, we've got to 3,000 3D. You want your treat now? Yeah? Come on then, you can have it. Here you go. Here you go. Want it, you've got to catch it. Come on. Hey, nearly. Try again. Try again. Matty. You nearly got it. Hey. I've got to get you some exercise, fat monkey. Fried duck fillets. You eating this? It's there, you great womble. Good girl. Oh. Well, why not? She needs to lose weight. She needs some exercise. Alright, okay. Chicken soup for the soul. Hate you. You're going on my don't trade list. This one. Actually breaking highs again. Missed the breakout here. It was a nice little pullback here. Breaking highs. What's the spreads? That's 10 cents. They're not too bad. Need another entry. A little bit of breathing room. Broke a low. Don't like that. That's why you cut your losing position, because it could become an even bigger loser. That was a big flush. Yeah, we'll get a bounce. We'll get a bounce at 72. We got support at 72 last time. For a bounce on 72. There we go. This is 72.47, so we need it to break 72.50 for an ad. Stop at 72.50. Or 71.50, sorry. Well, if we get back over 72, it'll be okay. Push my stop back up. Getting a little bit of support on the 20 EMA. Not that that makes much difference. That it's pushed it a couple of times. I'll leave my stop there. See if it moves up. No point. Chicken soup for the soul up over the VWAP now. Chicken soup for the soul is still 14-cent spreads on that. Let's have a look at FaZe. FaZe had a couple of good days. It's moving up again. Had a really good day yesterday. FaZe is up at 20 something. Yes, you are, Dylan. We're getting some volatility coming back in with some of these, so I'm going to add FaZe to the list. Like, I'm not as green as I am cabbage looking. That's all I'm saying. This is moving up. The halt at 22.64. Will it break 22? It's only 8% up on the day, so there's plenty room. Need to see it break 22. Well, I think we'll come back to that later. It's pulling back. It's on the watch list now. Back to TTD. Almost in the money. Let's move my stop up to 71.86. Effectively, what's that? 30 cents ish. These orange lines on the side, these are, this is the volume by price. So right now, most people have got, most transactions have taken place around the kind of 71.90 level. So this gives me an indication of key support and resistance levels. Funnily enough, the big wick here is, or the big bar here is right on this support resistance level I've drawn whenever I've traded this before. And I don't remember trading this before. Let me just have a look on my trader view reports. When did I ever trade this? P2D. No, I've not traded it before. I must have just mapped it out for a trade and not actually traded it. Go figure. We'll put the stop at 72. We're risking 19 cents on this. Call it 20 cents. That's 500 bucks. There you go. I'll put it at break even. So I'll go and take a quick bio break. If this pulls back, it's cost me nothing. I get stopped? Yeah. Okay. So it didn't cost me anything. It was a scratch trade. Okay. What's Bitcoin doing? That's a good question. I'll tell you. I'll let you know precisely what Bitcoin's doing. Let's have a look. Bitcoin is having a good day. Check Bitcoin out. This is Bitcoin right now. Back over 24,000. So Bitcoin's having a great day. Gone from kind of under 23,000 this morning, early this morning. Now it's now over 24,000. So Bitcoin's having a great day. It's, be careful on the RSI. It's overbought, so we might get a bit of a pullback, but it's having a good day. Looking a bit extended. But $73 now. High up day so far is 73.5. That's what we're looking for. Retest the highs. The white color. I'm not seeing a white color. Where are you seeing white? In the volume window. I've got green and red. I don't know where you're seeing white, but I've got green and red. I occasionally get blue when there's no price action. I saw Eraclean's halted up 635. Okay, I get green, red, and blue. So maybe it's the just have a look at the price action candles. If it's a doji and it's white, then just you can change the color. So in the settings. Wasn't such a good that one will be the Aeroclean. AERC double T. That's Aeroclean. AERC is the ticker. Come back to that in a second. I'll get out of this trade. Just trading this range at the moment, scalping. There we go. Stop. So okay, we'll take that. We'll take that. We're pretty much break even on the day now. It's been a tough old day. Let's go over to Aeroclean. I was expecting this to move up today. 650 is still the level I will be watching. This halted at 10:01. It's now 10:07. So this is a 10-minute halt. So it'll be 10:11 when this resumes. Right to put the stop in place at that time, but we're getting nice little bonuses at $72. We're getting good support at $72 here. We're in at 72.50. Looking for a move back up to 73. finding it hard. Last time we had a candle like this, it consolidated around this $72 level for a while. Well, then moving back up. I'm a little bit overexposed here, I think. Personally, I'm not comfortable with this level of exposure right now. Stop hunting. My goodness, HKD's moving up big. Oh, that's a false breakout. Come on. Heraclean gapped up to over $7, so Heraclean's got some good momentum today. Expected it to. Heraclean's up at 770s. We want to watch. If you're in Heraclean, good luck. There's another day like yesterday, you can make a lot of money with it. Don't chase the action just because it's moving up. Wait for a nice pullback and then look for the continuation. Heraclean had news yesterday. It ran up yesterday big. It had news yesterday of a patent, got a patent granted yesterday. Pulling back now, but it's still holding most of its gains from that gap up. So Heraclean looks strong, whereas Trade Desk is looking a bit weak. Yeah, get out. Yeah, well, I was holding it long enough. Let's go over to Aeroclean. Aeroclean's been good to us over the years, over the last few months. Let's see where we can 750. That was a lovely big candle on the resumption as well. What else is moving? Aside from Aeroclean, HKD, low volume, but this is moving up again. So that will have a knock-on effect to AMTD. It should do. So AMTD is starting to move upwards as well. So, who knows? All right. So yeah, the catalyst is that they've Aeroclean Technologies says proven to eliminate active Omicron variant of SARS-CoV-19 2 in the air. So 750, break of 750. Megal moved. Look at that. That's halted. I've been waiting for a bounce on that one all day. It looks like we're going to get some good momentum coming into the halted as well. Getting some momentum now. Good stuff. That was halted at 10.12. So we've got another minute left of that. That was halted at 10.15. We've got 5 minutes left of that. So Megal, let's have a look at Megal. Aeroclean's got to start reversing yet. But what's going to happen here? Looks like a resumption down. Oh no, sideways resumption. So 1348 resumption on Magic Empire. So this should resume in about 15 seconds. 10 seconds. Let's pull it all the way back. Bolted down. Might be a false halt. Just hold. No, it's halted. No. Yeah, halted. Okay. This should resume in 3 minutes. 2 minutes. Yeah, 2 minutes. Aeroclean moving back up. Somebody's playing music outside, and it's I kind of like this music. I wonder if you guys can hear that. Getting 37 on the ask. 2 cents below our buy, so oh, that was a crap fill. That was a terrible fill. Just basically didn't get filled at all. Got I lost that. Just sold at the same price I bought at. That was a terrible fill. Well, allows me to buy back at a discount, I guess. A few glitches here. GLWT, I'll have a look at that in a moment. So BCAB halted to the downside, as is MEGL halted to the downside. I've got plenty equity to play with at the minute. I have this one as 13. That's not what I wanted. Not having a good day. Was good, then it was bad. Let's get on to Maggle. I'm gonna go back to Maggle. $13.50 is the entry here. CWT is well selling off. Had its pop up at the bell, but it's selling off now. Eurotech Holdings down at 204s. Yeah. Possibly. All the way down to 636. I'll be very surprised if it does on the back of that catalyst though. Talking about Aeroclean, I'm assuming double T. Pull back on that catalyst. BCAB bouncing at the VWAP. Pulled all the way down to the VWAP. No bouncing. This is BioAtla. I want to see what the catalyst for BioAtla. If anything. Just analyst ratings. Credit Suisse, HW Wainwright, and yeah. So the volatility on BCAB is just analyst ratings more than anything. $13.50. Needs to get back over the VWAP here. Watching this, watching Aeroclean, watching BCAB, not that much. I'm still watching TTD. I want to see all these back over the VWAP. The only one other thing that's maintaining over the VWAP is Trade Desk. More volatility to come this afternoon, that's for sure. Looking for any kind of reversals from these pullbacks. Oh, we're at the bottom of the hour. I'll stick around for a little bit longer because she's fast asleep. It looks roasting hot out there, so rather than take her out in the heat, I'll give it a little bit longer. Break the whole dollar. This is volatile. Big time. Had a good week last week, not having a good week this week. This is stocks, yeah. This was Magic Empire. Not very magic to me. Bad day at the office. I did say I'm not going to take the dog for a walk. I'm going to take the dog for a walk. I need to get away. I need to get away from this and come back a little bit later. I need a bit of I need to clear my head and start trading properly again. I'll come back later, guys. I'll see you for power hour. Or maybe not. I think I've got yeah, but I've just given back almost half of my equity position. So I was for today. You're having a bad week. I've just lost 50% of my equity today. I had 79,000 in 99,000 in equity, but 79,000 in profits before today. So I've just given half of that back. I'm going to have to zoom out. I'm going to need to clear my head after that. So just when you go big size, that's when it goes against you. I'm going to have to clear my head. I came back from worse last week. I'll see if I can do that again later. So let's see. Okay. I'm going to end the stream there and take this dog for a walk, get some fresh air, come back later. Why didn't it hold? Right, okay.